Hi and welcome to Alice Springs. I'm off on another hiking adventure on the Larapinta Trail. I'm just heading down to a briefing because I'm not doing this solo and being self-sufficient. I'm going with a hiking group, a touring group. They're going to take all my gear that I'm not using on the trail to the campsites every night. They're feeding us, they're looking after us. So I can take all my camera gear for the very first time. So my zoom lens, everything, as much as I could fit in the bag. So yeah, looking forward to an amazing experience. Well, I've just been to the briefing, so I know what's happening tomorrow when they come and pick me up and all that stuff. And I know that I'm not allowed to film someone on the trip, so I'll be keeping this adventure all to myself and keep out of their way so we don't upset anyone. How you going, Joseph?
So what was your name?
Derek.
Derek, nice to meet you. Awesome, got that. Beautiful.
Well, good morning. It's day 2 of my Larapinta adventure. Yesterday we walked for a bit over 6 hours, so I was quite buggered at the end of it, but it was just an awesome walk getting up on those ridges. Yeah, lots of ups and downs, but very pleasurable. Today we only have a short walk, something like 3 hours or so, and it's my birthday today. Shh, don't tell them. So yeah, I'm looking forward to today. It's supposed to be a lot more bird activity along the trail. So yes, excited to see what we can get today. day 2 is coming to an end. It's been quite an adventure today, but it's also been quite a challenge for me. It's my first birthday without my wife, so I've really struggled to hold back the tears today. They've come in waves, managed to hide it from everyone. Moving on from that, looking forward to what tomorrow will bring. Well, good morning. It's day 3. I didn't expect to have such an emotional experience like I did yesterday. Once we got to a spot where we had lots of phone reception, I got a whole heap of happy birthday wishes from my family and friends. We're having lunch at that time, and I'm in a group of 2 separate individual friends. So I'm by myself. So all that together just hit me like a brick wall, you know. Anyway, we'll be looking to nature to help us out today, get back on track, get my mind in a much better headspace today. It's an 8-hour walk. Straight away we're walking uphill. It'll take us an hour to get to the top. So yes, hopefully the trail can heal my mind a bit. All right, enough of this. Let's get on with the adventure. We've reached the top of the ridge. There's a beautiful breeze. That's just helped a lot on the way up. Very sweaty, quite hot. Sun's got a lot of kick in it now. It's going to be one of our hottest days today. But this breeze changes everything. Very pleasurable up on this ridge now. So it's cliffs on either side of me, and enjoying the walk. Now, one of the girls come to me this morning and said everybody's noticed that there's something wrong. So I confessed and made me feel a bit better. But being on the trail, out with nature, photographing birds and flowers and things, has taken my mind away from all that other stuff. And yeah, at the minute, feeling good. We're coming to the end of day 3. It's been an awesome day, even though 8 hours is quite long. Enjoyed every minute of it. Always that last hour, you just want it to end, but still keep my eyes out for, you know, anything that's going on, wildlife, birds, and just concentrating on that. That's what I've done all day, is just enjoying the moment, forgetting about everything else, and just concentrating on looking at the beautiful scenery, soaking it all up, and taking photographs when we got the opportunity of just about everything. And productive as far as my mental health as well. I'm on the mends. I'm definitely on the mends. So anyway, looking forward for tomorrow. Well, good morning. It's day 4. It's overcast. It's quite warm though. It'd be about 18 degrees, my calculations. It does have the look of rain, but it's not supposed to. We have a short walk today to make up for the big walk yesterday. Although my legs are feeling all right, got a little bit of chafing happening somewhere, but that seems to be a little bit better this morning. Feeling good within myself. Looking forward to photographing more of nature as we're getting around, and we're having a swim at the end of our walk today. That's what we're doing. We're walking to a gorge where there's a nice big pool we can have a swim in, icy cold, which will be good for the legs. I'm not sure what's happening after that, but they've got some things planned, and I'll find out once we get there. That's all I've got for you for the moment, and let's hit the trail.
Add to my
repertoire. So this is where First Nation people get their ochre from, in this area. All the colours are here. To be very quick, I have filled my card, and the other extra card I bought isn't compatible with this camera, unfortunately. We are at the end of day 4, but I am going to be circumnavigating the camp. It looks awesome. Might get some more bird photos. I've had tons today. It's awesome. But in the morning, we are doing our night walk to the top of mountains. Something, I'll put it up here, but just behind me, up at that peak up there. So yes, 2:30 in the morning, we are taking off, and we're going to be there for daybreak and see an awesome sunrise.
Character building.
Even these been a bit
Yeah.
more than...
I should have picked it when I watched us all try to get wraps off the ground on the couch.
Yeah, it's a thumbs up. Well, I'm back for my morning adventure. We took off at 2:30 this morning, got on the trail and did 4-hour hike, half of it in freezing cold conditions, strong gale force winds, and our heads in the clouds. So it started with a bit of drizzle and then got heavier and heavier and heavier. So it was really icy, had all my gear on. And when we got to the peak, of course, because it was those sort of conditions, there was no view. We couldn't see anything. Sun come up and we only stayed on the end peak for a short time, just get some photographs and some other bits and pieces, and then we got out of there and moved down further to have a bit of a tea break. An awesome experience. 8 hours altogether, 4 hours up, 4 hours back. We've got another little session in a watering hole back down the road. So I've just gone for a wander around camp on this creek bed that's dry and just enjoy every second, and then we're going to take off and go up to that other place, and I'll get some more photographs. So really, probably that might be the end of today. I'll show you any photographs that I take. Otherwise, I'll catch you in the morning, which is our last day. So we're doing something up until sometime, and then I'm being dropped off at my accommodation, and that's the end of the Larapinta experience. But I will be staying in Alice Springs for another day, so I'll talk about that tomorrow. Good morning. It's not even daybreak yet. It's day 6, the last day. We've got a 4-hour walk. We're taking the bus to this gorge just down the road. And yes, that'll be close to the end of my adventure, except for my full day in Alice Springs walking around. But yeah, looking forward to today. Hopefully we're going to get a lot more images, but what I have gotten from this trip has been amazing. Lots of awesome photos of birds, and there's still more to come. Alright, getting the bus ready and off we go on another awesome day of adventure. Walked into a bit of a magical place, although the whole of the Larapinta Trail has been like that, but this one in particular. So let me turn the camera around so you can have a look. Breakfast over and done with, and good morning to yous all. I'm just going to explore Alice Springs today. I'm walking up to the Todd River. You've got pigeons. I'm going to walk up Todd River and then explore the rest of Alice Springs, the town. Morning.
Hi, morning.
What an amazing experience the Larapinta Trail was. I milked it for all it was worth, because I always, when I go on these sort of adventures, have that full thought in my mind that you may never come here again. So make the most of it. So even though my body was absolutely tired from the day walks, 8 hours sometimes, I'd have a cup of tea and sit down for half an hour and then walk around the campsite area for a couple of hours. And just try and get some more photographs, but just keep on enjoying the experience while we're here. Anyway, got some noisy miners in the tree. Well, I've just come off the Todd River to this rocky outcrop, and I'm going to have a real good look, see if I can find any fat-tailed antechinus. Fingers crossed that we do. I suppose I better wrap up this video. So what was the highlight of my adventure? The whole of the Larapinta Trail. Most memorable moment? Definitely Mount Saunders. Who would have thought you get those sort of blizzard-like conditions in the middle of a desert? But there you go, that's what happens when you climb mountains. They make up their own weather, and it was just an awesome experience, even though we never saw the view at the summit. Got to touch the cairn and experience something else. Our guides wanted us to have a go with an emergency tent, so we got to see what that's like. Another experience. That's another memorable moment, definitely. There was too many as for the size of it, so what you do is everyone grabs hold of a piece of it and then you pull it over your back. Or once we got it down around halfway down our backs, we were all trapped. And you couldn't pull it back over to get out. So we just had to continue and try and get to the ground. And the idea was we were supposed to have a cup of tea underneath there, but no one could move. I was the first to go out just before I'd helped out a lady who was having a panic attack. But yeah, the one experience that was, managed to somehow, without pulling all the muscles in my arm, managed to squeeze myself backwards out of the tarp. Well, I've come to the end of my amazing adventure, and I have to say a thank you to Ash, Helen and Jacob, who took us on this amazing adventure. They're our guides for the whole trip. Thank you very much. Enjoyed it thoroughly. Milked it as much as I possibly could, that's for sure. And to the people that I was on the trail with and at the campsite, if anyone's watching, thank you very much for the conversations and just an overall fantastic bit to add to the experience. All right, if you'd like to subscribe to my channel and get more of this amazing stuff, click on my pretty little face just down there in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. Hit the little bell, you'll get notification whenever I do anything else. And if you want to go and have a look at all the other mad and crazy things I've been doing over the years, click on my icon right here at the end of this video. Take it to my channel. I talk about photographing and filming birds and wildlife in the forest and open forest environments. Whenever I go on adventures, I always take you with me. And when I buy cameras and camera accessories, I do reviews on them and give you my honest opinion on it. It's going to have a browse to be something of interest to you there, I am sure. Now just remember, if you don't do, you don't get. So get out there and start photographing and filming wildlife, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.